Hey, hey. So, I think I'm gonna make this my official first recording. Um, I made other recordings, but I don't think I'm gonna post any of them first, so this is gonna be my first one. I felt like I kind of started off too fast. I need to introduce myself first, put myself out there. It probably won't be many people's first video of mine. They'll probably end up listening to other stuff first, but hey, I think it's good to have an introduction as well. So, my name is Keith. At least that's my legal name. Truth is, I'm going to kind of walk around because I like to walk and talk at the same time. But, right, my legal name. It's Keith. Now, there's lots of things around that, there's the sovereign citizen movement with, people in a straw man and the names and all that. And so, I think there's an air of truth to some of those things where, it's like the foundation of this reality. I don't want to get into that. I'm trying to explain myself, but it's just like, that's what's important to me. So obviously, right, that's kind of about me too. For me, I'm a foundational person. I want to get to the root, the foundation of actuality, of our experience, of existence. Some people would consider that scientific, I'm a scientist. Other people would consider that religion, I'm religious. Some other people would consider that spiritual or Gnostic, that I'm one of those. I don't know. But those are just words, you guys. What I'm concerned about, for me, is the truth. And in a nutshell, there's like the actual truth, which is something that none of us can really perceive in total, and then there's the subjective truth. And there's layers of subjective truth as well, but that's probably a conversation for a different video. Let me take a drink of coffee. Ah, man, I do like coffee. Well, the coffee I make. Anyway, another fun fact about me. I live an untraditional lifestyle. I have made a very big point in my life, even from an early age, to find the truth. There was a point in time where I stayed at a Tibetan monastery, and I trained to become a monk. There was a time that I joined, they wouldn't consider themselves Christian, but they were a Bible-based community, actually very widespread. I'll drop their name. You can maybe look them up. They're called the 12 Tribes of Israel. And I first met them in Canada, and then I later also stayed with them in Southern California. And ended up leaving there. Community's been a huge part of, for my experience, I've wanted to live in a community, a conscious community, because I feel like most of the agreements made here in our Western civil society to be unconscious. It's more of a collective contract that's unconscious, and I don't like that. That doesn't fly with me because I'm not unconscious. So that's probably why. And so, related to that, there was a community in Texas that had very awesome verbiage. I totally enjoyed it. Ended up staying with them probably just around 2 months, and very life-changing experience. They were a sustainable community. The person who ran it is Quinn Eaker. Very interesting individual. I have very huge amounts of respect for this guy. And ultimately chose to come back home to Idaho. And it's my home in so much as this is where my family is, and the most important thing for me in my life are my children. And one of them I haven't seen in over a year. It has to do with my ex-wife and some legal battles regarding that, which maybe I'll get into another video to explain exactly that, if I feel like it, if I choose to. And another aspect is, right, for children. my youngest daughter right now, who is just beautiful, and she's amazing, and I get to be in her life pretty much the majority of the time right now, which is awesome. In many ways, even though I'm not living a traditional life, I feel like I'm enjoying every kind of comfort and benefit and privilege that's available. And a lot of it is through my family. And I love my family. Even if they don't necessarily understand me or what I'm doing, I think they are aware of my good intentions. And they can tell that everything that I do is either processing, something so that I can get to that point, or I'm in service of hopefully everybody, and which is my intention. That's the biggest thing, is that there's this. Wait, I better look at let's check my time. Yeah, we got plenty of time. People think that this, New Age shit, there's a lot of disinformation out there. Anyway, what I'm really talking about is the polarization right now in within the South. There's this strange, I don't know if it's as widespread anymore. People have started to see through it, but yeah, you're either service to self or you're service to others. And those things aren't mutual, and I think that creates a polaritous environment where you're either a slave, right, to others, or you're a slave to your own desires. And both of those are fucking shitty, man. And I would choose neither of those, and I do choose neither of those. So, which is why that's probably pretty revealing to me as well, about me. If you offer me an A or B choice, I'm going to probably flip you off and then give you a wedgie. Or I'll stick my tongue out and run around in circles, or I'll just do something off the wall which is not scripted, because that's who I am. Sorry. You can't try to put me into a box of A or B. And, maybe if I'm playing a video game or some social activity, I can pretend to make a multiple choice, but ultimately, I don't, because it doesn't jive with my internalness. I think it's ignorant of what is, and it's trying to. Well, it's my perception. I want to be able to allow other people to have whatever they want. If they like that polarized view, there's nothing wrong with that. And I really want to come forward and say that too. If you like good versus evil, if you like end of the world propaganda, if you like that kind of polarized red versus blue perception, go for it. You're watching the wrong channel, though, and everything that you're probably going to watch is going to make you mad or sad or experience a lot of stuff that you probably don't need to. So unless you're really looking to awaken to possibility, right? Because I'm the quantum sheriff, right? Which is a joke. I'll explain that in a second. But to awaken to the possibility that maybe things are a lot grander than what we have been told. Part of my channel, I'm going to have like what might be called spiritual, esoteric, philosophical conversations, which is important, and a lot of it's going to be processing on my half, kind of being like, hey, here's what I'm going through, here's what I'm experiencing, what are you guys experiencing, what's going on with you, and because if you are watching this channel, chances are you're in it with me, and so what are we going to do, guys, right? Anyway, onward, and let's check the time again, huh? Oh, just about up. Yeah, maybe I'll have a few introductory videos, huh? Well, let's see. Maybe I can do a 15-minute one. I'll check this out. This might be totally bunk now, but right. So my name, right? So I picked the Quantum Sheriff, right? And I think it's very interesting. I picked this name long before there was anything related to the quantum effect of the Mandela effect. I picked this name out long before. It was related to a story, and then, believe it or not, this like amulet that I purchased online, like from a long time ago. And it was the picture of the amulet. Someone commented on it, and they said, "Oh, I guess you're the quantum sheriff here, huh?" And I was like, "Oh, fuck yeah, that's fucking awesome." And on many different levels, because what quantum means essentially possibility. Sheriff, right, is a police. So what am I? I'm the possibility police. Not really, but it's a joke. It's a good one too. And so you know some of my sense of humor too. I love wordplay. It's, in my opinion, it's kind of an innocent way to play and find things funny. I don't. There's no extremes, absolutes. Probably there. I like to say there's only one absolute, and it's that there are no absolutes, right? Oh, you can't say that. So that's the one thing. I mean, and that's a joke too. I think a lot of, and I need to think of a different word, because a lot of people are scared off by the word esoteric, but truth in many cases, and I mean truth like on a deep level, is sometimes hilarious, and it seems paradoxical, and when it's hilarious and like awe-inspiring and seemingly paradoxical on the appearance front, you probably touched upon like an inherent truth. And hooray, cheers, man, cheers, fuck yeah. So yeah, oh yeah, I do like to swear, which might seem kind of weird for someone like me who's kind of verbose and everything. It's why I don't like labels, is because I don't really fit into any kind of box. Yes, I like to talk, but I like to talk about this stuff. Yes, I'm, I don't want to seem aloof or snobby, but I'm pretty centered within myself now, and I like who I am, and I like people, and if anything that I'm doing, I'm going to be myself. And in the process, that might agitate some people because I'm unfettered in that manner. Or less fettered, I guess, would maybe be more accurate. Because in many ways, I'm free. I'm at liberty in ways that people have never been before. But to say that, like I'm a pure bodhisattva, or anything even close to that, might be a bit of a stretch. But, labels and comparisons, labels and comparisons. Truth is, I'm happy with where I'm at. You should be too. Wherever you're at, you should be happy as well. Because it took you your whole life to get here, am I right? And, I don't know. I guess things will become known to you as you watch my videos and I reveal things about myself. Essentially, I'm just a normal guy. I've lived an interesting life, for sure, and it's because I value the truth. And I think other people who are, interested, attracted to the Mandela effect, the quantum effect, or flat Earth type stuff, lack of a better word, are truth seekers. Essentially, they are willing and want to experience, view, partake of the truth, rather than a version of it. And, woo! Those people who've chosen that alongside me, we're in for a ride, motherfuckers. We're in for a ride. So, this is part of that. This is the beginning of it, you could say. I look forward to all of our interactions, even the trolls and the shills. I might comment a little bit on you guys, but for the most part, I'm going to ignore you. Sorry, just saying that right now. Probably won't be too many of you, because who the fuck am I, right? I'm making random videos on low-quality equipment for stuff that's just of the utmost importance, but, I like that too. I wouldn't want to be a major production company putting out expensive, streamlined product for a lot of reasons. Probably because all of those avenues are pretty much bought and paid for. You know, wink, wink. And the other thing is that's pretty much the main reason. And I think other people would distrust it too, because I'm so distrustful of streamlined products at this point. Anybody with a YouTube channel with a really streamlined production, you know, I take giant freaking salt licks with whatever they're saying usually, because it's so streamlined, you know. And for the most part, anything with a lot of funding, you know, it's an old adage, but follow the money, you guys. Follow the money. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. Yeah. Anyway, I probably went over my time limit. Let's check it out right here. Oh yeah, going on 16 minutes, guys. I don't know what else to really say at the moment. It's kind of a cloudy, beautiful day. Yes, I think I did mention it. I'm here in Idaho, which is a pretty fucked up place, in a good way. We're essentially, like, I'm in a different part of Idaho too. I'm not the potato farm in Idaho part. That's more southern. If you can probably see around the edges of whatever I've been filming, we're north. We're closer to Canada. We're a lot closer to Canada here. And the truth is, I think we're more like Montanans, if we're going to go on that kind of level. And, you know, I could say that forever. Just about, you know, people, things, environments. This was about me. And so you learned a little bit about me, where I live, kind of what I'm like. And there we go. That's kind of my short-term introduction. I'm sure I might make another introduction later on, more streamlined, ironically enough. I'll probably keep this one up forever, just because, if I can, if I don't run out of space or anything like that, extenuating circumstances aside. And, yeah, right on. Anyway, message for all the other truth seers out there, which is going to be my, you know, as far as labels go, right? We've been put in boxes, us truth seers, but we got to call ourselves something. And so we're probably each going to call ourselves something different individually, and we just got to accept that. We might have a wide-reaching thing to refer to each other, but probably not. I mean, let's be honest, you guys. Part of what makes us so unique and immune to some of these environmental effects is because we are so unique. And that... Whoa. Okay, we still got time. I thought I heard it shut off. Part of what gives us... Right now, I'm going like all crazy here. It'll get better. It'll get better with all the filming. But as I get more used to it, totally lost my train of thought now. That happens to me a lot. If I'm talking to you guys, I might kind of get distracted, lose my train of thought sometimes. Another good fun fact to know about me. There's a lot of things going on internally sometimes, and I tend to see multiple trains of thought, and I try to connect them all and use them all together, you know, in this intricate, awesome pattern. But someone driving by, a neighbor. And, you know, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So, yeah. Anyway, yes, that's what makes us strong. We are diehard, live freely individuals. And if we can make agreements and contracts with each other based upon honoring that individuality, then we'll be able to band together and make our own world. And that's what this is really about here, you guys. We're making our own world. At least that's my interpretation of it. So, au revoir. Until next time, be good to yourselves, be good to each other, and I'll think of a tagline for exit, you know, some other time. Take it easy, folks.